It's a live stream, rapid reaction. The 30 for 30. This was the XFL on ESPN. Probably about 15 minutes ago, we just ended, and I gotta say I love this. The 30 for 30 have already they are already like some of my favorite things that ESPN does, and anytime it goes into depth about something or something in the sports world, I love it. And this was exactly what that was. This was an unbelievable behind the scenes story of what happened. Now let me backtrack a little bit and let me give somebody some credit, because this morning I saw on Wrestling with Regrets story about the XFL. So I learned a little bit about some of the stuff that went down with that. So I want to give them shout out to credit. Go over to Wrestling with Regret here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and watch the This Is The XFL thing as well. But yeah, so it was I just enjoyed the heck out of it. Let's start with like the beginning of it, right? So he goes and he wants to start building the football. He wants to go and get into football, and he's talking to all his players, and it's so amazing to be like the backstory they talked about how he wants to do it, and he wants to create a football league, and then like 2 months later they're announcing that they've created the XFL, which is amazing. And they did all that. So then Dick Ebersol, his best friend, who they went down, they created, Saturday night's main event on NBC, and they've done all of that, and they then go ahead and they take that, right, and they so they take that friendship and they put it in with the XFL, and so then now all of a sudden, wow, you're watching. You're seeing these two like giants. This Dick Ebersol. Not only did he like do all this sports stuff, he also created Saturday Night Live. He also helped to create Saturday Night Live. So that was something special. Something that I hadn't known about, or if I did know, I forget. So then they get together and they become joint because of their friendship. They basically go all in 50-50. Easy negotiation and everything, and what it seems to me, what I've seen is that when they came together, they did all this. It definitely seemed kind of rushed. What they should have done is they came together about 2000, and they said it was going to be like within 1 year's time, and they should have had it go 2 years time, because then 2 years time could have. I think could have helped the situation out a lot, and I think that could have helped out whatever was going on with everything, because they had some problems. They definitely had some problems because like they didn't have teams for a long time. The only thing their promo spots were about the cheerleaders, so there was a lot of things that they didn't have, and then when they did come together and get the teams and get the players. They only had like 30 days. They only had like 30 days to really, get together, and for all the teams. And that doesn't take a long time. This really should have been a definitely 2-year thing. They had to take the first year to get everything together, and then that second year is when they should have had the teams all practice together, something like that. Take that year, just like a regular NFL team does. Go through all of that, then have them go through like a training camp, and then also have them go through an actual preseason, and things like that. And then they should have started in 2002, and I think that would have helped out a lot with the football. Because listen, I watched it. I loved football. Listen, I think I've said this several times. Pizza. Bad pizza, 95%, 99% of the time, it's still good pizza. I said it in my Royal Rumble review. A bad Royal Rumble is still a good Royal Rumble. And that's what I feel about football. Bad football is still great football. So, I was totally down for the XFL when they first came out. I wanted it 100%. I wanted it to work. I wanted football. I wanted the NFL doing the. I wanted the NFL during the fall. Then I wanted the XFL in the spring. That's what I wanted. The XFL. That's what I wanted. So, and I watched it and I enjoyed it. Apparently, a lot of people didn't enjoy it. They even admitted that maybe the football wasn't great, and I'm kind of shocked at that because again, like I thought the football was, it wasn't bad, but it was okay, but excuse me. So you never know, but I enjoyed the heck out of it. Okay, so they get to all of this, and then the first game starts out, and and apparently Matt Vasgersian comes off. He comes off in this team pretty good. There's a guy that comes off pretty good, Matt Vasgersian. Bob Costas does not come off well in this. He really doesn't. Bob Costas already has this elitist thing about him because he gets all this high hopes about baseball and everything and everything else. So and then he had this stuff and it just didn't come. It makes you just kind of dislike Bob Costas. And even though he's got some he's a great broadcaster and got some great things about him, but he just comes off terrible in this. But anyway, but Matt Vasgersian talks about how he didn't. This was not supposed to be like the WWF and advancement things like that. This was not going to be that. And on the very first night, the opening game, Las Vegas Outlaws and New Jersey Hitmen, he comes out. This is the XFL, and and apparently everybody goes, "Oh boy!" Even Dick Ebersol, when he's doing this little sit down interview with his son. By the way, his son directed this. Charlie Ebersol looks at it and goes, "Oh no!" He's like, "Oh no, please no." So it is very funny and very amazing what he's actually doing. But it was, I thought, very fun. I really thought this was the next. I like the way they talked about, not the way they went into what went down that second week. That second week was, I think, at least I've always thought that second week is what closed down the XFL, because the second week game between the Forces and the Extreme was a great game. Went to double overtime, and it delayed so far the Saturday Night Live, but the Saturday Night Live actually taped everything. They taped everything, so it was on delay. And after that, Dick Ebersol and Lauren Michaels was so mad that he actually got NBC to change some of the rules of the XFL. Like they changed the thing where it was always a running clock. No, it's not football. You do not have a running clock in football. And they changed. There's a lot of other things as well, so that they would always get off in time so that Saturday Night Live would show. And so I thought that was ridiculous. Hold on one second. I am going to do something here. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that it says I'm streaming, but I want to make sure that I am streaming. So I just want to make sure. I apologize for those. I'll keep talking about it. The other the Google Chrome pops up. So I do have a reviewer, I see. But so yeah. So that's the second game was it was fascinating what they were talking about, because apparently what happens is somebody didn't put gas in the generator, and that's why they went out of power. Now I'd forgotten that part of it. I knew that it went into double overtime and it went long into the start of thing, but I forgot that the power went out. So that's amazing, and they were talking about this. Vince goes, some idiot didn't get the power on, and All because of that. And in like everybody said, it was a fantastic game. It was well played, a lot of points. So I can see why everybody was excited, especially the first week. They said that foot because I think then working on the fly a bit. I think one of the funniest stories about that was I think one of the funny stories about that was that he's got Vince McMahon going, man, sure, and then the shot is a and she's up there and she's dancing and everything, and Matt just goes XFL to run up against the reason why a lot of fans maybe didn't give it more of a chance after the first week. So, but yeah, man, this was totally awesome. And again, I can't spray it enough. So, I was looking. I did see somebody did say I was streaming, so I appreciate that. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I don't have any viewers right now. Nobody's watching right now. So I do hope to have this one up and running. I'm not going to cut my thing or something, anything like that. I think what I will do is I will go and I will see about making sure I put the hashtags on here for the XFL and this was the XFL and the 30 for 30. So when it loads up, it goes right into that hashtag. So more people will see this once it is loaded. But I do definitely want to thank everybody who jumped on to watch to watch. I do appreciate it. I am having so much fun doing these things, even though I'm not getting a lot of views at this point. These are so good. I'm going to get better and better at them each time I do them. The next one coming up is the Super Bowl. Right, this is the biggest event in the world. Of course, I have to do a rapid reaction to the Super Bowl. So I will be doing that this Sunday, after everything goes off. But as of right now, I want to thank everybody who did jump in and watch Metallica 1989, right? Matt Metallica, excuse me, 1989. Thank you for letting me know that I was streaming. I appreciate that. Thanks for commenting. So for those of you who are watching this later, what did you think about it? Did you enjoy the 30 for 30? What did you think? Did you think that maybe they should have did something differently? Maybe had a backup plan. Should they have waited, that extra year instead of trying to make it happen after 1 year, make it happen after 2 years, starting in 2002 instead of 2001. So that's what I think. Post your comments down below in the comments box. If you have liked my rapid reaction, please hit the like button. Subscribe to not only this channel, A2020, but if you are a gaming fan, A2020 Gaming. That's why I do live streams of my video games over there. Things like Call of Duty, Madden, NBA 2K, all of those things. So I want to thank everybody for watching. It is me, your boy AJ Tripp. As always, be good to each other, y'all. And I am out for this evening. And as Vince McMahon would say, this was the XFL. See you later, everybody.